Hey guys, Ryan here again for Horror Hive, and I'm here with a very talented artist. Introduce yourself, sir.
My name's Aaron Nicholson.
Aaron Nicholson. Tell me a little bit about what you got going on here.
Yeah, so mainly I'm the artist of this comic, Monster City, which is self-published.
Hold one up for us.
Oh yeah. So Monster City issue 1. I've got 2 issues out so far, and basically it's like a modern day take on all the classic monsters, but in a film noir type setting. So kind of like Sin City with monsters. So imagine like corrupt crime-filled city where Dracula's head of the mob, sort of like the Godfather, and then the main character is this FBI agent who's tracking down different cases that turn out to be things like Phantom of the Opera, Dracula, Frankenstein, but all with like a modern urban twist on them. So it's going to be a 12-issue series altogether. Got 2 out so far. So yeah, look for us at conventions. You can get it at monstercitycomic.com. And then we're also on comicsology.com, which is the online digital comics site. So you can check us out there.
Very cool. I like to get a little bit of backstory on some people. Tell me how you got started in this.
Yeah, well, I've always been interested in artwork. I went to art school in Chicago, American Academy of Art, and I've always had ideas for comics, but I'm not as good of a writer. So a friend of mine came up with this idea. He is a writer and a director. He's in film. So he came to me with this idea, and I thought it was awesome. Like, finally, I have someone telling me a story to draw, and so yeah, it's just been going good since then. We've been at it for about 2 years now.
That's cool, man. I really dig the concept of the monsters and being in the mob and stuff.
Yeah. They kind of go together,
Yeah.
So
that's very cool. Very fresh, sort of a new look to the classic monsters.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a reimagining, of them.
It's cool.
So yeah.
Any special influences, stuff like that?
Well, obviously the old monster movies, and even going back to silent films like Nosferatu, and then also film noir. So the movies of the 40s that were all about Private Eyes and crime and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So basically just those 2 things. I watched a lot of film noir. My friend, the writer, Tim Compton, is the writer. And so he went to film school, and he has that background and that interest. So he kind of brought that into it, and so that was a big influence on both of us.
Cool. What would you say is your favorite one here?
Favorite comic?
Yeah.
Well, I've only done 2 so far. So I've actually the second issue really gets into the bigger story. The first issue is based on Phantom of the Opera, and it's just kind of like a one-off. They kind of take care of him in one issue. But then that kind of leads into the second issue. I'm really happy with my cover of the second issue. Just kind of like an abstract concept of like a vampire in the city, and
it definitely caught my eye. I like that a lot.
Yeah, so
That's very cool.
as me and my friend came up with it together, the writer. We want to do something kind of abstract that kind of catches the eye. So I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, I think it definitely works, man.
Yeah, thanks.
I think that about does it, man. You got any other plugs you might want to throw out there, any websites or anything?
So yeah, just monstercitycomics.com, and then my website, it's Aaron Nicholson Arts at aaronnicholsonart.blogspot.com. So it's a blog spot. So you can check me out there too.
Very cool.
And also we're on Facebook. If you look for Monster City on Facebook, you'll find it there too.
Cool. I'm gonna check that out on Facebook right now.
All right, cool.
Thanks a lot, Aaron.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a good one.